Can we start now?
Yes, it may begin.
Okay. Good afternoon, respect lecturer and dear classmates. Welcome to our Group 2 panel discussion. Today, our topic centers on child violence, closely linked to SDG 16.2, which calls on the whole world to eliminate all forms of violence against children. To kick off our sharing, uh, let's invite our date and definition presenter Tang Pei to lay the foundational definition of child violence of us. Okay, now I will share my point. Before we dive into different categories of child abuse, I will clarify the official general definition of child violence based on WOS standard, which acts as the basic framework of our whole discussion. Many people hold a narrow misunderstanding that child violence only refers to physical hitting children, but this idea is incomplete and misleading. According to the World Health Organization 2020, child violence means any physical and mental injury, sexual abuse, neg- neglect of care, or unfair exploitation. These harmful behaviors damage children's health, growth, and dignity, and unuse our between people with power gaps. Like partners, teachers, and guidance. Importantly, this definition covers all young people under 18, and harm can take place at home, school, public place, or even online. WHO Future divides children violence into four core types: physical abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, and neglect. This official classification is credible and globally recognized, unlike based opinions from blogs and casual online posts. The reason I bring up this standard definition first is simple. It unveils our group's perspective harm such as constant yelling, ignoring children, or long time blame is invisible but still counts the violence, which is shared stand. All of us can analyze relate cases clearly and avoid confusion when we share our spirit topic later. In short, children violence is far more than physical abuse. Hidden emotional harm and neglect are equality serve and cannot be overlooked. Next, Xu Tianqi will take about how homeschool cooperation and prevent children abuse. Thank you.
Discussion, we believe that saving children from violence is a challenge for our society. I think that the most important focus is communication and shared responsibility between homes and school. It can't solve the problem if school and family always work alone. They have to work together as a team. However, in reality, this kind of partnership always faces some problems. For example, there are many school workers, they change their job really frequent. It will make us really hard to build a long-term trust. And also, there are many parents and teachers don't really understand children protection process deeply. They don't know what should they do when a child stays in danger.
That is a very good point. But how can we actually help parents and the teachers overcome these challenges and work together better?
Thank you for your question. To solve this problem, I think the best solution is regular joint training program organized by school, which means that teacher and parent have to sit together, talk together, and also learn together. According to research, this kind of training is really useful. First, it helps both sides build a common understanding. Secondly, it gives adults more time and confidence to save children earlier. Through these training sessions, parent and teacher can learn how to see early signs of child abuse. They can build better, strong trust as well with each other easier. When they share responsibility and communicate well, they will be able to find and solve child abuse problem quickly. By doing this, we can create a safety environment and stop violence against children effectively. Thank you.
Okay, next, we will look at the physical side of this issue. Li Yuan, please share our points with us.
Okay. As a panelist today, my main focus is on how physical abuse hurts children's bodies and health. When we think about physical abuse, we really just think about the immediate pain or bruises. But it's much more than that. It causes serious physical injuries and the major health problems that can last for a very long time. Children are weak and cannot protect themselves. So you really need us to stand up for them and save them from this kind of harm.
Oh, actually, it sounds really terrible, right? But I have a question. Does this physical harm actually affect them when they grow up, or does it just hurt them when they were young?
Thank you. That is a very good question. Actually, it affects them for their whole lives. I read a very good academic paper by Norman and other researchers from 2012. They studied a lot of data and found that children physical abuse leads to very dangerous long-term problems. For example, children who suffer from physical abuse have much higher risks of depression, drug use, and even suicide attempts when they become adults. They might also practice risky sexual behaviors. This clearly shows that physical abuse does not just stop when the bruising heals. It stays in their bodies and minds for many years. Therefore, we must protect the children early, before the harm becomes too deep and risks their entire future. Thank you.
Now let's look at the hidden side of violence. Zhao Tao will share his findings on the serious problem of emotional abuse.
Many people think violence only means physical harm, but emotional abuse is also very dangerous. It includes things like shouting, insulting, blaming, or ignoring children. Even if you cannot see any physical injuries, it hurts children deeply inside. According to the World Health Organization, emotional abuse really affects children's feelings, behavior, and confidence. For example, children who experience this might become very sad, stressed, or afraid all the time. They will lose confidence in themselves, and they might also face a lot of problems when they are studying and at school or trying to make friends.
So how does this evidence support your opinion, and what do you think we can do to prevent this problem?
Thank you for the question. This evidence clearly shows that emotional abuse is a serious problem that we cannot ignore. But because it does not leave scars on the body, many people do not notice it. Children who are always criticized or shouted at will feel too scared to express themselves. I choose the Health Organization as my source because it's a trusted international organization with real data, which helps prove that emotional abuse is the true form of violence. To solve this problem, we need to take action. Parents and teachers should talk to children in a more positive way and care about their emotions. Also, school must provide support and helps students speak up when they face emotional problems. By reducing emotional abuse, we can help children grow up in a safer environment and build a more peaceful society. Thank you.
Okay, so that is all. So next, our group member Chen Zixu will share more about another important area, school bullying and how it hurts children.
Many people think bullying is just a small fight between students, but that is not true. It's big violation of children's rights that connect to the United Nations situation develop goal setting, which want to stop all violations against the children. According to 2019 report by UNESCO, school bullying is a huge problem around the world. The data shows that nearly 1 in 3 students have been bullied in just 1 month. That's very sad. Bullying hurts children's physical and mental health. Students who are bullied often feel lonely, and they are twice as likely to skip classes compared to others. It really routines their school life and their grades.
So, Chen Zixu, if bullying is such a big systematic problem, what do you think we should do to fix it?
That's a great question. Personally, I believe the root cause of bullying is lupus in our school system. Right now, many students do not have strong rulers or clear ways to push bullying. Some people say we should only blame or bash the bad students, but I disagree. Pushing children along cannot fix the problem. Completely, we need to improve the whole protection system. The UNESCO report shows that when countries make about the laws and the regulation, school bullying drop a lot. So to protect the volunteer students must do 3 things. First, clear any bullying process. Second, train our teacher well, so they know how to help. Finally, we must protect self-reporting channels, so when teams can speak over safely. Let's work together to make our school safe. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you to all our panelists for your wonderful sharing today. To recap, Taipei provides the official WHO definition and 4 major categories of child violence to set our foundation. Xu Tianqi analyzed effective homeschool journey to tackle abuse. Liu Liyuan illustrates the long-life physical damage caused by physical abuse. Zhao Tao explains the hidden harm of emotional abuse that levels nobody's scares. Chen Zixu point out systematic long forms behind school buildings and practical school improvement measures. All our discussion align with SDG target 16.2, aiming to eliminate all violence against minors and build a safe, supportive growth environment for every children. We have cited other relative research from WHO, UNESCO, and academic papers to support our standpoints, covering violence and home and school from physical to children emotional harm. Finally, we would like to express our thanks gratitude to our lecturer for your guidance, and thank all group members for the joint presentation and wonderful sharing. That's the end of our group 2 panel discussion. So thank you for everyone.